I kind of want to talk to Steven here. Steven calling in from Michigan. Steven, what's up?
Hey, Dan, just chilling, watching the show. How are you?
Doing good. I'm still excited about Space Jam. I don't know if I've emphasized that enough, but Space Jam, ready for it. Gonna watch it soon, I hope.
Yeah, I think you did mention that once or twice.
Once or twice, maybe. What's up, Steven?
Hey, so I was calling in to see what you guys thought about associating, like, smoking weed with coming up with really dumb ideas, like to use it almost synonymously. Like, if you hear something you think is ridiculous and you're like, oh, man, put the bong down, like, that's not true. You think that's appropriate, or?
I grew up obviously in a very conservative, Bible Belt part of Texas, right? So like anybody that smoked weed was lazy, they weren't motivated, they were kind of slobs. Like that was kind of my image until I actually like went to college and like met other people that actually use this drug. And some of those people and people I know are some of the most productive members of society that I know. So obviously all those stereotypes are bullshit. And so I've had to deconstruct that. But like, that's another idea too of, people coming up with these crazy ideas and thinking like, oh, whoa, man, that's just a drug experience idea. Therefore it's invalid. But I don't think it's invalid necessarily. I do think that weed in particular can be helpful in giving you a different perspective or a new synthesis of ideas that you may not have had before. And obviously there's a lot of creative people that have cited the use of weed in their own art, endeavors. So yeah, like the idea that, oh, it should be dismissed because it's something you thought of on, because you're smoking in itself is not great. Now, if it's something like, I don't know, squirrels on jetpacks or something, like, yeah, that's kind of out there. And I don't know how it benefits society in any way, but I mean, that's just kind of part of the fun, right? What do you think, Kelley?
Right.
I was thinking that I've had a lot of bad ideas when I wasn't smoking weed. So I don't know that it's necessarily a byproduct of the weed smoking, because as Dan pointed out, a lot of creative people smoke weed and do a lot of great stuff on it. So I don't know that it's so much the weed as it is your perception of it. Boy, people say smoking weed makes you dumb, and I just came up with this stupid idea, so it must be the weed. So I think maybe you're making an association there that might not be a real association, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I know people, again, responsible for the management of entire companies, like and are use this stuff. So this stereotype definitely has to go, in my opinion. It's crazy that it's not legal everywhere yet, but it's probably going to be more legalized in these next couple of years. We'll see.
It is legal where Steven lives in Michigan.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I wonder how long it'll take for Texas. I would say maybe 5 years.
I'm a Uber, Steven.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's beautiful up there.
Thanks.
So anyway, Steven, that was our answer. Do you have any response to that?
I think I'm in the same boat as you. I think it should be legal. I don't think it necessarily makes you dumb. I know a lot of successful people that use it, so I was just curious. Truth wanted, we got to get the truth out there.
Listen, you're absolutely right.
Be talking down on stoners.
You're absolutely right.
I will say this. I think the vibe, and in that commercial too, I look like I'm high. I have never smoked during a show, before a show, or anything like that. And my usage of materials is very light. I don't know what people think of me. I think I have, just because we talk about kind of the crazier ideas, like on this particular program, that I'm just like the stoner host. I think that's what some people think of me. I'm really not. I do not partake that often, but I mean, whatever people want to think of me, it's fine. I don't care. I have fun with this either way. But all right, well, that wraps up that call, I guess. Steven, thanks for calling in on that. That was a fun little side adventure.
I will admit to having smoked before a show, but never an ACA show. So.
Yeah, there you go. You gotta keep things. I don't know. Like when on this show in particular, right? If you're talking to a bunch of different people, and I'm talking to you, and sometimes Crew's talking to me. It's like, yeah, I don't know. That'd be hard to do if I was on anything else. But
Yeah,
maybe,
I would be afraid to be high here today.
yeah, maybe, yeah, maybe some other people could.
I would be making a worse appearance than I'm already making. So
yeah, I'm more the paranoid type too when it comes to that. But anyway, that's we're getting too personal now. We should jump into some other calls here.